Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. Come on in. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, what is going on, my beautiful, amazing, high vibrational, ascending so beautifully, so tribe family? Hopefully, everybody is doing good and feeling well. Let's see what's going on in collective energy. I know it was just a little while ago that we were all here together here at Spiritual Court TV, getting to all things spiritual. If it's being done in the spiritual realm, listen, we will spiritually investigate, we will find out. We will definitely pull back the layers as we see fit. Using our own intuition and discernment is key. Okay. I feel like I didn't need to say that, but just take it as a kind reminder and or confirmation by way of what has already been clarified. Okay. Holy Spirit, what is good? We welcome you into this room, this platform, myself and my beautiful divine family. My beautiful Erdemanas and Erdemanos are protected. This message is protected. So mote it be. What is it that we need to see? What is it that we need to bring truth and clarity to? What is the deal? General collective energy. Somebody needs help. Somebody needs help. That's what I just heard. Somebody needs your help. Home, house, security. Yeah, who can I run to fill this empty space as energy? Somebody needs a place to stay, okay? They're an opportunist or they have somehow missed opportunities to stay in some energy of financial stability, okay? Somebody sees you as a safe place, a safe space, somebody that is stable, okay? Whatever it is, you're stable, okay? Somebody needs your help. Why did I hear that? Somebody's a big ass liar. They got caught up. Drug deals. Ooh, be careful. This person has bad habits. Somebody wants to come towards you because they've exhausted their options. Somebody's too old to be out here in the cold in their 50s and their 60s. I know you lied. Oh, somebody was partying a little too much, okay? Drug deals. Somebody has overspent their money. Somebody has a large appetite, some type of an addiction, and they want to come towards you because they've exhausted all their options, okay? Wow. Yeah, somebody needs a place to stay. That's what I keep hearing. Somebody needs your help. Oh, you got family members that are trying to figure out things about you. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Give me one particular download, Spirit. I don't need to pull back all the layers. Just give me this particular story. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot going on in the general energy, y'all. Okay, blood sacrifices wanted to come out. Okay. So, something about somebody and their addiction. Somebody could be a pill popper. Maybe they're addicted to whatever their habits are, and it has cost them a lot. I got the card at the bottom of the deck that says always coming around begging. Somebody needs a place to stay. They need money, they need shelter, they need food, but they're not telling you, but you already know because your intuition's on point that they've overindulged, honey. Apologies, sorry, forgiveness, reconciliation, and they was into something dark in nature by way of spirituality. Oh my God, apologies. All right, let's see what's going on. Who can I run to? That's what I just heard, to fill this empty space when I need shelter. Wow. Home stability. Whoever you are, you're doing good for yourself, okay? Maybe you don't have a lot, but maybe you're just balanced, and whatever you do have, you can afford it. You can take care of yourself and you don't have to ask anybody. Star energy and temperance energy, okay? So you have a lot of promise, a lot of hope, a very faithful spiritual life. What's the blood sacrifices? Somebody tried to sacrifice you and now they're getting the shitty end of the stick. That's what I just heard. Four of Cups, they missed an opportunity. Whoa. What's going on, Spirit? Who can I run to fill this empty space? And you're the first person that came to mind. Eight of Cups. I feel like the Eight of Cups is walking away because somebody's either getting kicked out or they're just wandering to and fro looking for somebody that they can stay with. The Five of Wands. There could be some domestic disputes in a living space. Drugs is involved. So somebody could be high, fighting, whatever this is, they've spent a better part of their money on whatever this addiction is. Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, that's a lot. Somebody's money goes to their addictions, okay? That's it. That's just how it is, and they want to apologize. Somebody needs to get sober. Somebody needs to go get some help. Somebody can't run to you. Ooh, apology. Show me what I need to see, Spirit. What's this blood sacrifice? Somebody tried to sacrifice you. The moon in the reverse. Now they're getting exposed for it. So somebody is addicted to pills. I specifically heard pills. Somebody could be in debt to the dealer. Okay, let's just have a commercial break. Addiction is not a laughing matter. If somebody needs help, they need to go get professional help. They need to get clean. Now, why are we discussing this here in spiritual court? Not because we're casting judgment by way of what somebody sought to spend all their money on. By no means am I making light of this unfortunate circumstance. However, we're here in spiritual court because we see all things spiritual. What they did in the spirit realm is probably what drove them to drugs and drinking and their addictions. There's a blood sacrifice here. Okay, clarify. Somebody made a deal with the devil. Emperor energy, clarify blood sacrifice. There's a masculine here. A sun, two of cups. Okay, you got the sun energy. This could be somebody's son. Clarify, or somebody that you have a child with. What did they do? The Four of Pentacles. Somebody's withholding information about an emperor, two of cups, a partnership. Something that's coming to the light. Somebody could have legal issues. Justice is here. Something could be like something being discussed in court. Spiritual court. What's the blood sacrifice? What was the blood sacrifice? The Hermit and the reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to see something that they wanted to block your intuition about. Okay. The Hermit and the reverse is also about uprooting something, resources. Somebody did it all for success, fortune, money, and clout. Somebody could be either selling drugs or they're hooked on their own supply. Clarify drug deals. Somebody could be going to jail for selling drugs. Yeah. King of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We got Aquarius energy. Somebody's birthday's in February. Somebody has a drug addiction. This person thought they were really smart. This is somebody who gets high off their own supply. So somebody was solely selling something in order to supply themselves with some type of pills. I'm seeing pills. Okay, I just heard Norco, pain pills, Percocet, low dosages of fentanyl. Oh, wow. Dangerous. Seven of Cups in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. Somebody becomes really belligerent whenever they're not getting their drugs or when they're coming down. They're very angry. They can't hide this anymore. Clarify what's going on. I just heard somebody can't keep a job. Yeah. Somebody did something in the spirit realm to steal from you, to take from you. This could be a masculine. There's a karmic masculine here. What's the Emperor and the Two of Cups? Somebody's presenting themselves to be a decent guy. Honestly, Emperor with the Two of Cups and the Sun. But with the Sun energy, you've had some level of enlightenment that this is not a nice guy. King of Swords in the reverse is an asshole, a manipulator mentally. Somebody doesn't think that their addiction is showing. Somebody still feels like they're the cat's meow and the dog's bow wow. Somebody's like, I still got it. But no, you look like a drug addict. You need to go get some help. Ten of Pentacles. This person wants your money. It's an opportunist. Sorry, forgiveness, reconciliation, because they need a place to stay. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Something's been exposed. Somebody can't stand on a false narrative about their life. What's the drug deal, child? Wow. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, Lord have mercy. This was a business that somebody had going. Somebody was buying pills, selling drugs. I keep seeing pills. Somebody was buying pills and had this whole thing set up in their mind. This is supposed to bring them a lot of money, but the money comes and it goes. Something runs through somebody's fingers like water by way of money. because they're an addict. So if they're selling a few pills, they're taking more pills than what they're selling, and they're using the money to re up. And this was supposed to be a brilliant idea. Now, in the middle of all of whatever this is, between pill popping and whatever they were doing, somebody felt that they needed to do something in the spirit realm. And this is why they're in spiritual court. Blood sacrifice. They did some type of spell work. I just heard under the influence to bind you to them. Somebody wanted you to see them as the emperor, a good provider, two of cups, so they can come in and be with you, the sun, and you expose this person. Look, I can't make this up. Three of Pentacles energy. This is earth magic, blood sacrifice. They bound themselves. Seven of Swords. You figured this person out. This is somebody that sees you as abundant. Somebody sees you as fruitful. They see you as somebody who's very fertile. Like you have your life is in order. I mean, what else can we say? They got caught up with the justice system. So now somebody's having a very sobering moment. Oh wow. It's a sobering moment. I can't make it up. Judgment in the reverse. Not only are they under judgment in the court system for illegal activities, all these weird ass illegal activities. That's what I keep hearing. Illegalities, drug addiction. Yeah, somebody thought that they were above the law. They're also under judgment in spiritual court, which is the reason why something in the 3D manifested so quickly. Somebody was able to get away with something for a while. Somebody was able to kind of play both sides of the street. Mixing drugs in with a little bit of witchcraft was how they were able to stay up under the radar. Okay, clarify, chosen one. You're somebody that has closed out a cycle with this person, with the world. So your door is not open to this type of negligent activity. Rightfully so. Who's signing up for this? Yeah, this is crazy. This person wanted you to see them as a wish fulfillment with the hopes that they could offer you some type of partnership. I feel as though after they did whatever this blood sacrifice is for money, fame, fortune, clout, it appears as though they tried to bind themselves to you. Okay? I feel like they never got a chance to make this false offer with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This person spent the money that they thought they were going to be able to get from you or take from you before they had it in their hand. Somebody had a whole miserly plan. King of Swords in the reverse is somebody who is a master manipulator. Ooh. They see you in this abundant energy. Somebody's got legal issues. This person could have had a doll on you. Damn. Clarify blood sacrifice. Yeah, they did. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. Somebody tried to steal from you. Somebody tried to siphon your energy, your purity, your innocence. Again, here's another situation of a karmic masculine, it appears, or somebody that's very, I don't know, I feel like it's a masculine, that assumed that your cup was overflowing and that you have to give to them. Somebody was eyeballing your cup. Mm. Mm. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Somebody did a blood sacrifice to bind your mind, to dumb you down, to water you down, so that you would be susceptible to their manipulation. The shit has hit the fan. Somebody didn't know how spiritually protected you are. They know now because their whole life is falling apart. This person could be going to jail or they're in jail. What's judgment in the reverse and justice? King of Wands energy. Clarify what's going on. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Bad idea, bad business idea, something like that. Somebody could have relapsed. This could have been somebody that thought they had a handle on this. I'm getting a really arrogant energy from this person. It's like somebody's saying, I could stop whenever I want, but really they're an addict. Let's call them what they are. It's somebody very arrogant. I don't need no help. I could stop when I want, but really they can't. So they went and made some type of sacrifice, some type of binding spell that was supposed to put them in this new beginning with you with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You were supposed to be obsessed with them. This is like an obsession spell, binding spell, harvesting. Somebody wanted to harvest off of your good energy, basically. And they're presenting themselves to be an emperor and a king of wands. The audacity, honey. It's an illusion. This person is an addict. They're really a king of swords in the reverse, a very miserly person, very sneaky. Somebody's not telling the truth to anybody around them. They're just a liar. Somebody has to keep track of their lies with the ace of, what is this here? The ace of wands in the reverse. This was a bad business gone wrong. Clarify. Somebody was getting high off their own supply. Yeah, look, the page of pentacles in the reverse. Bad business. Somebody could have gotten caught up selling to children. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. This person was only making enough money to supply their habit. That's it. But this was a good idea, they said. And if they bound themselves to you, then they wouldn't have to worry about money and they could come along and be all up in your energy with the devil energy. Yeah, this was a wish fulfillment. The judgment in the reverse and the devil. This person has an entity attachment, big entity attachment. Huge sobering moment for this person, unfortunately. For them, it's unfortunate that they're sober because now they have to face reality, and that's something that they don't want to do. Clarify the devil and their addiction with judgment. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. Somebody is a real manipulator. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody lies to everybody. If you ask them, what time did you go get something to eat? Oh, they're going to lie about that. What time did you brush your teeth? They're going to lie about that. What time did you wipe your ass? Oh, they're going to lie about that. Somebody lies about everything. Nothing that they say is true. Nothing that comes out of their mouth is real. This is what I just heard. Everything is geared and or directed towards their own selfish motives. Sir, you are under judgment for being a negligent human being. And then you had the nerve while you were high on your own supply to go do blood sacrifices? Oh no. Mm-mm. Somebody could have had an alcohol addiction. I just heard blame it on the vodka, blame it on the Henny, blame it on the Grey Goose, got me looking silly. Blame it on the alcohol. Mm-mm-mm. We ain't blaming nothing on the alcohol. We gonna blame it on this contract you made with the devil. The terms and conditions are here, honey. The star. This was your wish fulfillment. Oh my goodness. Whoever they did this to, whoever you are, chosen one, you're the star in the Ten of Pentacles. The world. So why did they do this? Because you walked away from them and their bad habits. How dare you? How dare you get out of the bed with the devil? How dare you think that you're better than me? And my toxicity, I'll teach you. I'll do a blood sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice you for my own personal and selfish gain. I'm going to make a deal with the devil for fortune and fame. And so they did. And now they're getting the shitty end of the stick. They're getting the real part of the contract that they wanted you to have. This is a shocker that they can't have your Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Oh no, honey. Oh no, everything about this person is dark, honey. Now somebody's in spiritual court saying the devil made them do it, and the devil was saying, I want no parts of it. The devil's like, don't blame that shit on me. Somebody better be careful. I just heard pills and potions. They're overdosing. It's got him anxious. He's so persuaded. He's persuaded by the devil. The devil's turning his pages, deep seated in their addiction. Plus, they went and did witchcraft. Lord have mercy. A narcissist, warlock, addicted to pills, potions, alcohol, whatever their addiction is. And you did a blood sacrifice. And you got caught up, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Could have been selling drugs to somebody underage. This is too much. and they want to cross your threshold, your sanctuary, to celebrate with you? No, Three of Cups. Somebody said the party's not over. Yes, the hell it is. You're somewhere minding your business. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Period. It's somebody that's like, it's over, honey. Eight of Pentacles, toil and labor. Whoever you are, you're stable. You may have a lot, you may not. Whatever you compare a lot to, it doesn't matter. You're stable. You're able to pay for your own things. Okay? You got a car, it works good. You got a house, it's clean. If it's one room, it's your room. You don't have to ask anybody for anything. This person wanted to come in and basically kind of like siphon off your energy. Somebody wanted to clean themselves up just long enough to present themselves as an emperor, Two of Cups, hoping to be your wish fulfillment based on a contract with some type of dark energy. It's not of God. Somebody is so deep and down in the underworld. It's too much darkness to pull back the layers. We don't feel like going there, sir. We're not going to pull that back here in spiritual court. You know what you did. You know the demons you talked to. Somebody could have conjured up 7 different powerful principalities and demons. The Nine of Swords in the reverse. You were supposed to be obsessed over this person. You're supposed to only see yourself with this person. This is what they wanted. This is what they wished for. They did this while they were under the influence of some form of a synthetic drug. Okay. I just heard meth. Somebody could have been smoking meth, snorting meth. Do people snort meth? I don't know, but they were doing it. Whatever this is, it had them all gassed up, so much so that they went and made a deal with a very dark entity, and now they're being exposed. Ace of Swords in the reverse. This person is a whole liar. They're looking at you in this confident energy, Queen of Wands energy, and somebody had the audacity to try to be your King of Wands. There's a real King of Wands here, Emperor coming in. It seems like the devil always knows what's coming towards you before you do, right? Okay, calm down. 22:22 on the timer. You have a soulmate here. You have a soulmate here. Somebody's wish fulfillment was that you would see them as this person. King of Cups is here. A real divine masculine. Somebody that's taking good care of themselves. Temperance energy. Somebody that's coming in to be balanced. 2 earth angels. Archangel Michael's in the building. Shout out to Archangel Michael. What's up, Archangel Michael? Thank you for protecting us in battle and for keeping your foot on these diabolical people's necks. Shout out to Archangel Gabriel for blowing the horn. Judgment has been called down on the underworld and the demons and the principalities. The principalities are in the Nine of Swords. What the hell? Somebody came for somebody that's a star seed, an indigo child, a moon child. You all the children, okay? Not to be confused with children meaning cattle, but you are a divine person. The goal was to alienate you so that you saw this was your only wish fulfillment. Child, how low can you go? How low does somebody need your self-esteem to be to fall for something so demonic? You had to be like Ray Charles to the bullshit, Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. Somebody wanted you to overlook all of this weird ass energy they got going on. Child, now they in jail or they're going to jail. You're minding your business. I can't make this up. So you could have felt this energy come up on you. You could have felt somebody try to attack you in the spirit or bind to you, and you protected yourself. 9 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. You had to beat the living shit out of somebody. It's given. I'm not about to fight you over my soul. What the hell you think this is? Listen, the principalities and the demons that they conjured up are in the 9 of Swords. The demons are in the 9 of Swords. The demons are worried. The principalities are worried. The devil is not even talking to these people. What is going on, Spirit? Yeah, you beat the shit out of somebody. You beat the living hell out of them. It's a sobering moment. It's a sobering ass whooping that was on its way ass whipping. You whipped up a can of whoop ass. And you whooped the shit out of this person in the angels, man. Your Ten of Cups. You went to battle over your Ten of Cups. You protected your peace. You protected your investments. You're somebody that is minding your own business. You did not call for this energy, but it came for you. And so you dealt with it accordingly. Judgment in the reverse. And then you surrendered this bitch to spiritual court and said, take them to jail. Sober yourself up. Get your shit together. Okay? Demonic contracts. I can't make this up. This person is stressed out, child. Ten of Wands. Oh my God. Mm-mm. Ten of Wands. Fire on this person's back. Wands represents fire. The weight of the world on their backs. Disrespect of the planetary alignments. Disrespect for your security, your foundation. This is somebody that negligently thought that they would be able to cross your boundaries without any forms of responsibility to the spirit realm and or repercussions. This was a foolish endeavor. Blame it on the pills and potions. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the devil. Doesn't matter. It's a sobering moment. And somebody's got to face themselves and the decisions that they made. It's time to pay the piper. And somebody's giving you the evil eye. Six of Cups. This person was projecting onto you. Remember the good times? Do you remember the time when we fell in love? When we first met, girl. That's your problem. It's a Queen of Wands over here. Somebody ain't been a girl in a long time. Somebody could have known you were when you were in this innocent girly, I can help him. I'm going to help him. I can change him. And then you grew up. You learned from the lesson. You moved on. You closed the door. Okay. Somebody has it all twisted. They messed up. Can't blame it on the alcohol, sir. Yeah. What's going on with the divine feminine in her nature? She's moving forward. Her and her divine masculine. The fool's energy is about taking a leap of faith. The fool's energy is moving towards your destiny even when you don't know what's going to happen, but you simply know that what is behind you is something that you just don't need. The Chariot. It's a wrap. This person also tried to block your intuition. Give me one more. The Eight of Swords. Okay? This is their current energy. They're in the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Eight of Swords. They absolutely could be going to jail. Somebody could have got caught up. Now they're feeling it. They don't know what to do. They're all twisted, discombobulated, having a sobering moment, coming down off of drugs. Ooh, it's hard to watch, y'all. I used to work at CDRP. Well, I used to book the appointments there, and I used to book the appointments for CDRP, behavioral health. And it's really, really hard. And the first thing that the intake appointment was about, when people would come in wanting to get clean, they would ask them, "Are you ready? Are you tired yet?" Because one thing about an addict, some of them will clean up long enough just to have a place to stay and get a bed and get some food, and then they back out there on the streets. At the end of the day, people are adults. You can't tell them what to do. And this is not about passing judgment. This is about somebody that took it to the spiritual streets, which is why their ass is in trouble. You can't be a fool in real life and in the spirit realm too. It was bad enough that you had addictions, that the demons had you, hopped up and all pimped up on pills, that you thought that this contract was going to stick. Got to be ready. Chemical dependency is real. It's the fastest way to get to death. Okay. I do realize that sometimes people have deep-seated issues and problems. I was very fortunate to break that curse within my bloodline. I know what addicts look like. Alcohol addiction, drug addiction. It's never a pretty sight. But the curse stops here. It can go no further. Not to my children, not to your children. You broke that curse. And somebody was banking on the fact that you were still in this savior's complex energy, not knowledgeable of your power and your spiritual rank, that you would allow them to come in and run amok in your house. This person had intended to come into your life and just run all through it. You know, you ever just help somebody out and allow them to cross your threshold and you're like, oh my God, I got to get this person out of my house? Oh, I've been there. Savior's complex. Write it down, burn it. Don't be a savior. Save yourself, okay? Be a good example of what it looks like to save yourself from situations that you don't need to be in. That is my recommendation. We all have free will. Either way, I respect everybody in their own energy as I respect myself and the energy that I carry. I told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, creator of all things. I genuinely love y'all. As we close this door, big prayers to the people that are suffering with addictions, mental illness, in the dark night of the soul. But for the people that took it to the spiritual streets, your punk ass is under spiritual judgment. That's a little bit more than just detoxing. You got to really look at your soul or try to go get it back from wherever you left it. This is the message. I love y'all. Okay. I'll see you in the next video. Peace be with you.